We were told yesterday that President Trump was actually given no heads up during the year and a half of planning by Ukraine for these complex drone strikes against Russian long-range bombers at various airfields, where kamikaze one-way drones were smuggled into Russia on trucks hidden in the ceilings of mobile wooden cabins. They were doing all of that. They never told the United States.
It's Ken Harbaugh with the Midas Touch Network. I am finally back in the States after an intense trip to Ukraine. Our team was there during Ukraine's massive drone strike against strategic targets deep inside Russia, and we also felt part of the Russian counterattack. The difference? Russia is targeting civilians. I spent an evening in an air raid bunker with one of my wingmen on this trip, former Congressman Denver Riggleman. I'll share some of our conversation from inside that bunker in a second, but just a quick comment about the Trump administration's apparent frustration that they weren't informed about this strike. Remember when we said that our friends would stop trusting us because of the utter incompetence of our national security team? Remember Pete Hegseth sharing highly classified details of a U.S. strike on an unclassified system? Can you blame the Ukrainians for going it alone? I sure don't. In any case, they pulled off this spectacular attack and left Putin reeling. He is now exacting his vengeance with a campaign of terror against civilians. I saw it firsthand.
This is Denver Riggleman and Ken Harbaugh. We're here in Odessa at the Wine and Pillow Hotel, which I know sounds so ridiculous here in the bunker, the Wine and Pillow Hotel. But we just went through, and for my experience here, the biggest drone explosion attack we've heard here in Odessa.
Yeah, it was a doozy. This is the sound of a drone, not the air raid alarm. There were multiples of these flying into Odessa, hitting civilian targets. And the drone defenders are doing their best to shoot them down, in most cases with bullets, not surface-to-air missiles.
No, that's what we heard.
They're sighting all these things and shooting them out of the air.
And I want to thank you, Ken, for knocking on my door, getting me out of there. We're both incredibly sleep-deprived. Ken's had a hell of a couple nights, too. We've had a hell of a couple nights, but Ken's going to probably be having some incredible stuff, and we are, too, coming. But this is for real, guys, and here we are at 4:15 in the morning.
Something Odessa. Like that, yeah.
Just got through a hell of an air raid in the basement, and we're okay.
We're going to be sharing some of the details of our amazing visit and, more importantly, the amazing spirit of the Ukrainian people. But I think for now we'll call it a wrap. It's pretty late.
It's pretty damn late. But I just want to say the people in here just went back up to bed like it was just another night. I mean, the Ukrainians are tough people. Incredible. Yep. Thanks, brother.
Yep, thanks.
See you, man. Boom.
It's Ken Harbaugh with the Midas Touch and Valor Media Networks here in a suburban neighborhood in Odessa, Ukraine. Nothing of military significance anywhere around here. Families already recovering from a Shahed strike last night. Putin is on a rampage after Zelensky humiliated him and his military in that massive Ukrainian drone strike, taking out strategic targets deep inside Russia. Putin's response, attacking civilians. Добрый день.
Добрый день.
My name is Ken.
Zhenya?
Yes. I'm a journalist from the U.S. My friend Denver.
Hi.
Also,
quite a journalist.
Also from the U.S. Denver is a former U.S. congressman. So.
Yeah. So, wanted to see what was happening here. So,
can you tell us what happened last night?
So we were sleeping, and approximately 3:30 a.m. We've heard the sound of a drone that was flying above our roof, and we went to to a room where there's no windows, just so quickly, and then we just heard an explosion and sound of windows exploding. So everything was so quickly, we were terrified.
Hey, it's Ken Harbaugh. Huge shout out to everyone who has supported this show via our Patreon page. If you want to weigh in with questions for upcoming guests or give us feedback on past guests or make sure you never miss an episode, click the link below. It's free to sign up. And if you're able to pitch in a few bucks a month, just know that we put every dollar back into the show. We do have another reporting trip to Ukraine coming up. Thanks for the help. I can see the neighborhood is already cleaning up and recovering from this attack. Was anyone hurt?
As far as I know, no, except one man. He has suffered from like fire wounds,
Yes.
and luckily someone has turned him from this hands. So he just has some. He's alive, but he's wounded, as far as I know.
Now, has this happened close to you before?
Yes, just last year, it was another explosion on that side.
On that,
Yes, if you look there, it is car parking there with garages. So it was really close, a little bit farther than this side, but still, our neighbors on the second floor from that side of building also had their windows crashed that time. So it was like around, I don't know, maybe 6 months or 9 months ago.
I have to ask an obvious question. When the Ukrainian military launched its attack, it struck bombers. It struck military bases. Is there a military facility here? Are there soldiers here?
No,
Скажи,
sure.
Виталик на этой машине зарабатывал деньги.
Yeah, yes, it's like you see, it's just a neighborhood, and
Yes.
these cars, people who owned these cars, it was just a source of living for them. So this person worked on this car. So I don't know what to say. But there's no like military aims. I think that they just want to terrify people,
Yes.
just to devastate us. Just so we think that there's no chance to like struggle with this. So I don't know. That's my understanding.
Got any follow-ups?
no, I'd just say we're really happy you're okay.
Thanks.
We're happy you're
Thank
okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
It
you.
was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
I'm standing in front of a Shahed drone that was recovered after striking a target here in Odessa. The thing to notice about these is they're not sophisticated. They're just made in mass to be able to launch in waves at Ukrainian civilian targets and some infrastructure. This is a sampling of Russian equipment that was destroyed by the Ukrainians in the initial defense against the invasion gathered here in Odessa. Okay, time to go inside.